Hardware? Welcome to your WOD Brief for Monday the 11th. We got all kinds of stuff going on today, so let's get right on into it. First, we're going to start off with getting some wrist rolls and some elbow rolls and shoulder rolls going because we've got our upper body day today. I know I'm hearing from a lot of people that wrists are getting kind of achy. It's just one of those things about training at home. We don't have the rubber floor. We're doing a lot of push-ups, a lot of planks and all that kind of stuff. So I want to make sure we're taking care of all of these pressing joints first today. So some elbow rolls out and around, and then some shoulders this way, or if you're feeling warm enough for it, some big arm circles. Make sure you're all ready to go with the upper body there. Then we're going to start with 5 sun salutations. Now, I'm no yogi, so this is just a CrossFit warm-up version of a sun salutation. I apologize if I'm teaching it wrong. So what we're going to do for 5 reps is arms up, and then we're gonna dive down. I like to dive down, kind of thinking about the deadlift there. Open up the chest. Then you're gonna kind of lift up, halfway lift here. Then relax, step or walk your hands back, your feet back, sorry. And then we're gonna go down, come up as much as your body will allow. Go back up into down dog. And then you can either step or jump your feet back up to front, and then roll your way back up. All right, 5 times just to get everything moving. And then we'll do 3 rounds of 20 pose pulls on each leg. This is something we've been working into the warm-ups multiple times a week. It's in the warm-ups twice this week as well. 10 good mornings, and then 10 split squats on each leg. So the pose pull, again, is getting you ready for some running. It also acts like a jumping jack in terms of getting you warm, but we have running on the docket today, so we want to get into it, which is you're going to bounce and then pull your foot up like so, because this is good running technique. And if you're someone who's running and you let your leg drag behind you, I always go to that one first because that's how I used to run. There's a guy in my neighborhood who runs like that too, and it makes, if it weren't quarantine, I would help him. I would say, hey man, let me teach you pose running. So you want to pull that foot right on up to get your hamstring involved as well. So we'll do 20 on each leg, which means I'm going to go here. Let's say this is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, until you've done 20 on each leg. Then 10 good mornings, nice flat back, stretch those hammies, squeeze your butt at the top. And then 10 split squats on each leg. We have some lunges today. So this is just to prepare you for the lunge. Set yourself up in a nice position here. Down, either to the floor or almost to the floor, and back up. 10 on one leg, 10 on the other leg. And that's your warm-up. Next up, we're gonna do our upper body work. This is week 2 of the dips and reverse flies. So I'm just gonna cover those briefly. It's a little more in-depth last week if you wanna go back to that video. We're doing 5 sets of 1 to 12 dips, depending on how difficult of a dip situation you can come up with in your home training grounds, and 5 to 12 reverse flies. So for me, that's a bench dip. I got this bench here. We've got chairs as well, so you could do it with 2 chairs, but I like the stability of one object here. So I'm gonna get right to the edge so I can kind of give myself as much straight down with my hips as possible. I've seen some videos and stuff and helped some people in class where their hands were too far back. And so then it becomes hard to sort of dip down because of the angle. So I like to go right up on the edge here. So that allows me to go more or less straight down with the hips and back up. If you want to make it a little harder, legs out. You could also add weight. You could also put your feet up on the couch, anything like that for your dips. And then reverse flies, which is a tricky one at home, but this is basically that bent over T situation where we're pulling here. I've got my arms slightly bent, and I'm just really trying to think about pinching the shoulder blades together, not necessarily pulling with the elbow or going up with my arm that way. So another substitution, just trying to come up with different ways to spice it up this week. If you don't have a weight or if that's not working for you, but you do have a resistance band from Hardware, you could do these pull aparts as well. Because as you can see, that's giving me the same situation in my upper back, right? Now this week, we have a scale, trying to switch up some of our scales. So if you have, if you can't do the dip for some reason and you're looking for something else to do, then our official scale this week is a 1 1/4 push-up. So that would be just like when we do our 1 1/4 squats. We go all the way down, we come up 1/4 of the way, back down, and all the way up. So there's a little mini squat in the middle. That would be the same thing, but with the push-up. So you're gonna go down, come up a little bit, and then right back up. Okay, so that's your scale, 5 sets of each. Then we're going to hopefully get outside and do some running. So part 2, for time, 800-meter run, 20 of a floor muscle up drill, 40 walking lunges, and then we work our way back, 20 floor muscle up drill, and then 800-meter run, okay? Looking for that 800-meter run to be something along the lines of, let's say, 3 to 4 minutes. So if you don't have a way to do your running outside, or if you're someone who's run 800 meters is going to take 6 or 7 or 8 minutes, then we should think about scaling this or changing it up, okay? 3-4 minutes of cardio at the top, 20 floor muscle up drills. This is an interesting one. This is something I've had you do at the gym with stacks of plates, sometimes for bar muscle ups. It's pretty fun. The idea here is that we're going to go all the way back, almost like a V up. And then as you come up, ideally quickly, you're going to snap up, snap your hands down to the floor or to a target. And then you're going to try to pick yourself up in an L sit, or keep your feet on the floor, pick your hips up like this. So you can see that lift there. Or if I use something like these yoga blocks, or you can get some books, you can lift up even higher. So I'm trying to combine this almost V-up idea. I come up, press, set myself down. Up, press, set myself down. Even if you have to segment that, sit up, press, and back down, that's great. If you can do it from the floor, that's great too. You're not going to get as much lift with your butt. And then like the highest level version would be to try to get your feet off the ground as well, but that's really, really hard. So that would look something like this. Come up, back down. Up, and back down. Okay, that's the floor muscle up drill. After that, walking lunges, that's the middle of the workout, then you work your way back, okay? Then, cool down. We're gonna ask if you come to class this week, try to have something with you that is used for some sort of self-massage like this, lacrosse ball, tennis ball, foam roller, anything like that will do. And what we're gonna do is smash your calves a bit for 2 minutes a piece. When you're doing this, you want to think about how the muscle runs actually along the lines of these socks, if you can see it. The muscle runs this way. So what we're looking to do is actually kind of smash across the grain of the muscle. One thing I like to do particularly, use my hand or a weight or something to kind of give some extra pressure here. And then when you find a tough spot, let's see if I can find a good one. Yeah, there it is. Ooh, that's bad. So I'm going to pin that down, put some pressure, and then point and flex my foot around for a little bit, and then move on, keep working your way up. 2 minutes per leg. Then we're gonna do kind of the same thing, but with your upper back. So I don't have a single lacrosse ball hanging out, but I do have this guy, which has 2 lacrosse balls in it. So imagine that I've got my one here. I'm gonna put it somewhere around shoulder blade, right off the side of my spine, in the meat of your upper back. And then again, once I find a good spot here, I'm gonna move my arm up and down, maybe 5-10 times, pinning down that tough spot before I move either down or up to a new spot. Oh no, I didn't do this morning. I should have. So we're gonna do 2 minutes per side of your upper back, okay? That is your cool down for today. That is your Monday workout. It's gonna be great. Let me know if you have any questions. Have fun.